Boom, boom, boom. What's up? It's time for another live reading of my middle school journal. It's not middle school, it's my sophomore year. Here we go. Just a couple of entries tonight. October 15th, 1992. It says, "Hey, what's up? Today went well, but I really had my mind on tomorrow. I got up, left for school late, and then I put in parentheses. By the way, I'm usually late. I just leave that part out in these journal entries. I got to school. We started the Battletech game. I ended up getting into some trouble in some minefields. A little detail. Um, then went to art class. Did the same old thing. In Bible class, we watched Cool Hand Luke. That was an experience. Cool Hand Luke was awesome. Then went through the classes, went to chorus. Then, after school, I did goof around with Jason Ferguson. It's amazing the amount of time this guy is in this journal, and I don't even remember who that is. This is odd, considering me and him don't get along. Who apparently we didn't get along. I then went to practice, football practice. It went well until the end, where I was told I had to do laps for missing another practice. Monday. I then stopped at Subway on the way home. I gave Jason Ferguson a ride. We had to stop at Subway. To see his girlfriend at TCBY. TCBY. There you go. There's a throwback. That stuff was good. They had 3 flavors, all 3 good. I then went up to Tim's, where Craig and Sam were. Waited around for a while. Got on Orville's Flying Circus. And then played some games. The next day was a game day, football game day. Today was good, I hope. I got up and went through some old stuff, same old routine. I got to school, played the Battletech game, then went to art. It went well. And then got on the bus and headed to the Confederama. It was field trip day. At the Confederama, no one noticed, but the 2 mischief seekers, Tim George, God rest his soul, hated/loved him, was blowing over tents of the Confederate Army, like from the edge of the Confederama, while Charlton was throwing pennies at the Northern soldiers. I guess they both won because neither got in trouble. We then ate at McDonald's on the way back to school. Went to English, nothing happened there. Then we were off on a 3-hour bus ride to CA. I think that was Columbia Academy. I can't remember. We ate at Cracker Barrel, as we always do. I listened to Body Count the rest of the way up. Body Count, I believe, was an Ice-T album, I think. Somebody check me on that. We got to their campus. It was cool. We played really well. Our defensive secondary gave up 19 points in the first half, but they didn't score in the second half. But we lost 19-0. It was their homecoming. We stopped at Burger King on the way back. The whole ride back, I sat beside Amanda Fraley. I think I'm falling for Amanda. Who knew? Not much more to say after that last one. I went home and went to bed. Okay, so last day. This is some serious gold. The Confederama people, do not sue anyone, please. October 17th, 1992. This was a Saturday. I woke up this morning to Tim knocking on my window. He asked if we could go, if I was going to the breakfast where all the people who got on the internet in Chattanooga went. There used to be this breakfast on Saturday mornings at the Old Country Buffet, and everyone in Chattanooga that was online, which really was only like a couple hundred people in 1992. mean, could you imagine? It's a time when no one's on the internet, right? There is no Internet Explorer. There's no way to navigate anything. Websites are not even really a thing. No one's on the internet. So, anyways, he wanted to go, but I'm sure he just needed a ride. He didn't drive. I then said no and went back to bed. I then got up and watched the Florida Gators beat the University of Auburn. Ate some mini ravioli. That was a highlight right there. I then took a long walk to think about my problems. Later, went up to Tim's where Sam and Craig and Karen Cappuccino were at. We all talked about Kiva's Castle. I don't know what that is. I then got on Orville's Flying Circus. I also played Sea Wars. No idea. Remember, I'm sure it's a game. I then went out to the barn and watched Craig throw darts. I'm not sure why I wasn't throwing darts. And there's this, I remember this. This was one of those tricky days where you have Craig, Karen, and Tim all in the same place as the love triangle begins to play the chess game. This is slow going because I do these every day. These issues that are developing into just the best drama of all time. It may take a while to get there. I then said my goodbyes and went home. From there, I went to Dairy Queen, got some food. When I came back, I went back to Tim's. But all his lights were off, like no one was home. So I went ahead and went home and watched the Braves play in the World Series. I think they did win the World Series that year. And then went to bed. And then I say, problems, problems, problems. I'm not sure what my problem is, but I certainly know what's going on in the little triangle of doom and how that turns out. Anyways, have a good one. Talk to you next week.